Hey there, kitty cat. I missed you too. Come here. Yeah. I know today's the day of the big mission, but I came early to give you some time before we go out. I've been thinking about it a lot, trying to make sense of different things, only really having some success. I think the reason why I've been so conflicted is the thought of putting you in danger. I always hated the idea of helping out if it meant you'd be put in a situation where harm could come to you, where bad things could happen. I know it's selfish of me, because those very same bad things could happen to somebody else's love, but I don't know when to stop when it comes to you. I don't know how to turn my heart off. I'm just happy anytime I get a chance to have you in my life, and I don't like the idea of making this end up like it could. Call me overly obsessed or maybe even afraid. I am. I'm terrified, baby. All I want is for you to be happy. I couldn't ask for anything more because it'd be greedy of me. But I realized really fast, this life is way too short already. I don't want it to be shorter. And well, I want you to know how much I love you. How no matter what happens, I'm going to protect you. That's my promise to you. You're my kitty cat, you know that? My one and only kitty cat. That I could never have anything without even a spare thought on someone else feels wasted. Maybe that's obsession, but I can't regret it. I can never. Because I realize something, kitty cat. You really do make everything better. And I know that there's a lot of people who make things worse in the world. And maybe it's just me rambling, but I don't like the feeling. That feeling of people at each other's throats. And I never want to see it again. I never want to see another person hurt because of this or that. I only want you. And I know it's selfish. I know how selfish I am. But at the same time, I'll never, ever apologize for it. Because I realized, kitty cat, there's literally nothing in this world better than you. In my heart, in my soul, I only ever want you. I know it may sound silly for me to say something so vain. But at this point, I don't want to leave anything left unsaid. I want you to feel loved. I want the passion of us, the passion of our situation, of this romance we've had from the very start to overcome these fears that lurk in the back of my brain. They make me shake and cry, and kitty cat, I just don't want to lose you. I know I must sound so weak, and I'm sorry about that, but it just reminds me of what happened so long ago. I never want to have another tragedy in my life. But we'll make sure to watch each other's back. And right now, I just want to hold you. I just want to hold my baby in my arms and have a day to remember that there's good things in the world too. That there's lots and lots of good things. I just want you to be happy. I want you to be very, very happy. I know, kitty cat. When I kiss you, I mean it. When I kiss you, I think of all those times from when we were adventuring together. Two heroes, outcast. There wasn't too much, but even when we had to deal with, well, the skeletons in my closet or the ghosts of my past. You know, I feel bad every time I think about it. The feeling of that past still haunting. It was never meant to. I was never meant to journey down that road. I was never meant to be in that situation. And yet now, I'm proud to be. You know, I can't curse it because if I did, I might be cursing the very thing that led me to you. I'm proud of the fact that we're together, baby. You're my kitty cat. We've been through so much and I'm struggling. I won't lie. I've always struggled through life. It's never been very easy. Mostly on accounts that there isn't really something I can do to change what I've already done. And there's some things I can't take back, but I know forgiveness and letting go is so integral and important. And I know it'd make you sad if I hold on to it for too long. I love you so much. Though I guess it's I love you that got us into a lot of trouble already. Isn't that right, Coda? I know you sympathize for me, buddy. I know that my kitty cat has grown on you, too. We're a family, us three. And families really stick together. I want you to know everything I say, baby. Everything I say is from the heart, and I know Coda may not talk all that much, but he's looking out for you, too. I know how much you've struggled. And as much as you tell me to look past it, to not worry about it, I do. And that's why I kiss you. Not out of pity or support, but because true love is behind every action I've ever taken. And because I don't know how else to show it, other than hugging you close, kissing you sweetly, telling you I won't let anyone take me away. Telling you it's all gonna be okay. Because I know deep in my heart, no one's able to threaten that. I know there's some people who like to see others fall, but I know you're not that type. And I know, kitty cat, you've grown so much in my arms. You've made me feel so welcome and loved, and this is an ode to you. This moment, every single word is an ode to what you've done for me. And I know it may just be me, worried before a great conflict, but no, as we journey together, we go through the fire and through the hell that may face. I won't let you be harmed. I won't let myself go away. And you can bet I'll protect Coda too, though I don't think he needs it, right, boy? Coda says he's proud of both of us, and that he loves us more than anything. Group hug. It makes my heart happy to be this close and Kitty cat. Know that it's gonna be okay. Once we leave this house, we'll go maybe have a bite to eat and get ready. I know it's stressful, but we as heroes can't back down or there'll be no world for us to live in. You know? Don't you worry. I've done my research and I found out some things. I don't think too many people realize it yet, but I don't think we even know who the villain is yet. It's complicated, but I feel like it's not right. Like there's more to it. A lot more to it. And I want to get to the bottom of who Epidemic is and what he really wants. Is he an enemy? Is he really? Because the way I see it, he had options to kill both Katsuki and Dabi. The question is, what he's gonna do about it now. He left them alive for a reason, but what's that reason? Is it 'cause he's not actually someone on the enemy team? Or is it because some sinister reason? Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit. If you're wondering about my research, I've gotten in contact with one person who used to know him. He has a lot of bad to say about him, but judging by the character of that individual, he himself seems like a villain, leading me to believe he's a really good guy, or maybe a really, really bad one. I'm not sure how to estimate it. Anyways, his name is Klaus. Klaus Emil. I'm not sure exactly the other details, mostly on accounts that his information, it's locked up tight. I bet the highest hacker we got couldn't touch that. I mean, he's got someone good working for him, clearly. Which means he's a powerful enemy if we do make him an enemy. But how do we get through to someone like this? Clearly, from what I understand of him, he's someone who's been hurt in the past. He's using that hurt to propel him into this idealistic world where there's no more crime. I've seen this before. I just don't know how it's gonna go, 'cause someone like him is crazy enough to actually manage to do it. What's more, the confusing part is about Shoto. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he's definitely not the Shoto we knew. At least not at this point. Clearly, he's been through a lot, and he's not willing to share it. I'm still surprised he's willing to do any of this. He's trying to help us understand the situation. It was a defensive epidemic, but then he switched. I don't know what caused that switch, but just between you and me, he still seems deeply disturbed. I hesitate to say that because I don't like calling former friends what I'd call a dangerous villain, but sometimes that can be the case. Even Deku. Deku has demons. Demons unlike either of us know. He was responsible for all of those tragedies. Even if he himself can't face it, he tries to justify it, that by his love living, everything is as it should be, but deep down I think he knows. His guilt eats away at him big time. I'll be honest, what worries me the most is that we have to manage two people who are unstable with an angry hothead in Bakugo. Now he's gotten better than he used to be, I'll admit that. But he's still a hothead, and he still doesn't know when to quit. As a half-tactical decision, and one for your best interest as well. And my own selfish worry, I feel as though me, you, Koda, and of course, I hate to say it, but I think Bakugo and his partner are the best ones for us to take. Then again, the balance of combat power might be upset then. He might have to go with Deku and Todoroki. But think about it, kitty cat. What if one of them loses it? I'm worried that somehow Epidemic's power, his quirk, it can make people hallucinate. And if he can cause such vivid hallucinations, it might cause a tragedy to happen. I don't want to see that come to pass, so I'm going to refrain from taking Bakugo. Instead, me, you, and Koda will travel with perhaps Kai to the back. Try and negotiate something with Epidemic before anyone gets there. They want to take a fight to him, but I want to stop this before it ever has a chance. They wouldn't listen because there's some grudges in there, and also because we've got a stubborn group of people, all of which have a very definitive grasp on things. Plus, as much as I trust Tomura now, I worry that others don't. I'm thinking of taking him. I don't know about you, but he managed to make sense of things in ways that others couldn't. He knows tragedy, and he faced it. He faced it and found his place. He may be a broken man, but he's not without his mind. I think he could prove useful, as well as comforting almost. I know, it's a bit early to discuss all this, but I wanted to also say thank you. Thank you for everything you give to me. Thank you for being there where no one else was. Thank you for being my kitty cat and no one else's. Thank you for showing me what love is, but also how to think in a way that isn't toxic to myself. I know you struggle with taking your own advice. I've heard it. And it's okay. It's okay to struggle with your own emotions. And I'll always be here for you. Maybe that's a bit of a whiplash from what I was talking about. My tactical brain switched off when I saw that look in your eye. I know. None of this is as anyone would really want it to be. But then again, beggars can't be choosers in situations that have to do with maniacs and potential friends. There's so much dynamics to understand about all this. Listen, if you take one thing from all this, take that I'm trying my best, and I don't think there is a perfect solution. All we can do is our best. We can go into it and try and not let anyone die. That's my goal. If we can come to a solution that doesn't cause anyone to die or become a puppet to some villainous asshole, then I'll consider it good. I'll consider it a start at least. And while I wouldn't like to do this since I don't know my quirk would stop his, I could always resort to conversation. I'd prefer not to use my quirk on someone who I don't understand completely, especially out of respect, as it would ruin all chances at diplomacy. At that point, there'd be nothing good that could come of it. The worst case scenario is far worse than the best. I'd like to have that as a last resort only. What I want you to do, if anything, is help me to do this alone. I know we could tell the others, but I only want those in this group to know for now. There's a good reason for it. If somebody's a double agent, and if there's something worse going on here, that way we can keep it out of their vision, because most likely they're watching the main group and know exactly what they're doing. Every move they make is going to be obvious to them. I'm trying to think ahead, not only for us, but the fate of Japan. The fate of this world could rest in the balance. God, it feels so cheesy saying it like that. But it's the truth. One mistake here and we're dealing with figurative nukes around both sides. One goes off, they all go off, and then the world ends up this absolution, this place of one thing and not the other, and I don't know if good or evil is that thing yet. But if it is, and we do lose, we run. and we hide someplace far, far away. We go live on an island or something, baby, because I'm not losing either of you. Not losing this family that I've worked so hard to protect. I've faced a lot of things, baby, but the last thing, and the one thing I couldn't handle, is losing you. Maybe it makes me seem like a turncoat, but I'm not. I will look out for us before any allegiances that I'm in. It doesn't matter if I'm a hero, because a hero at the end of the day can't remain a hero if they don't have the person they love. Losing you, I wouldn't be me anymore. I don't mean that in a way of trying to be toxic about it, but there's no way I could ever face a world without you. I just couldn't. And I know I'm selfish, and I'm weak for it. There's people who've known love and loss, but I don't want to be one of them. And I'd even be a villain if I had to save you. Understand that. As shameless as it is to say, I will protect you, no matter what. You know, it's ironic. I feel like there must have been a villain somewhere who started just like this. Maybe even the villain we're dealing with, if he's even a villain at all. Protecting someone you love, making sure something doesn't happen. I can sympathize with it all. I can see where someone would feel that way, because I do. It doesn't make me a bad one. I don't know yet. Well, I know you don't think so, kitty cat, and that's fine. I'm happy you don't. I just get nervous sometimes. But getting nervous and faltering are two very different things, kitty cat. And while I might get nervous, I won't falter on what I believe in, what I know is right for us, and what I know we need to be, what we need to do. I don't care about this world as much as I care about you. Don't get me wrong, I care about both, and I want to save everyone. It's just sometimes I'm not strong enough. And I don't know yet if I'll be strong enough to save everyone this time. I'll try my best. No, we'll try our best to be the heroes we always wanted to be. But just in case it all falls through, I hope you know I won't hold anything against you. Even if this world holds it against us or don't understand why we did what we did, they have to. We won't fight a losing war, and we won't die for a cause. I know there are those who do, who I have the utmost respect for. I wish I could be like them on certain levels, but I'm not that honorable of a person. I will fight for one, but I won't die for it, because I've got a life with you to look forward to. And as selfish as that no doubt would seem to someone looking from the outside in, I can't back down. You're my everything, kitty cat. Even if people want to pin me as the bad guy, that's okay. I'll bear it again and again and again, because I don't care about that. My reputation, well, I'd like a good one. I've never really had one. And I'm okay with playing the shadows. The shadows that help a cause. The shadows that protect the ones I love, my family, right in my arms. That's what I've been struggling with. I don't want you to think I'm going to turn coat on my friends, no. But I also won't follow into a suicide mission if it turns bad. I tell them, but I'm afraid it might cause a conflict, dishearten them. And if all goes well with my plan, they won't even have to fight. I know, maybe by some standards I'm a scheming mastermind, a conniving friend, someone who doesn't know what they're getting themselves into. But either way, I want to amount to something. I want to have a life that we can be proud of. I want to have something that no one can take away. And I just don't want to have to risk anyone else. If you want the truth, I'm afraid of hurting others at this point. I've done so much hurt. Sure, I've done some help too. But I'm still paranoid. Paranoid of the fact that I did it so easily. That I ended a life. I still don't and never will take pride in that. Because that's not the type of man I want to be. I don't want to be a fearsome overlord. I want to be a loving husband. And someone who can hold you long into the night, make you feel happy, give you kisses on the forehead. Someone who takes good care of Coda. Maybe even someone who can make someone that they don't even know smile. I'm trailing off. I guess my mind's playing defense and trying to get me to talk about anything but the reality in front of us. Not because I think it's gonna go the worst, but because I do have a lingering bad feeling. We just don't know enough going in. It's unsettling. I know, baby. I know that there's a lot of things that we still need to learn about each other and about this world. But I guess I want to give us a chance to. I was considering not even participating, but deep down, I couldn't really see that as an option. Not when it might lead to their end. Who else could I trust, after all, to take care of my friends? They don't know how to take care of themselves. And I might just be smarter than them, so... You know a kitty cat. You know, I think there might be something I'm forgetting in all this. Do you agree with everything, kitty cat? Please, always confide in me, and I'll always do the same for you. Do you think this is the right choice, really? As long as you think so. Just make sure if there's anything that doesn't sit right with you, we talk it out. 'Cause we can solve it real quick and make things better, you know? I promise I'll never stop loving you. And there's no way in hell I'm letting anything go bad with us. 'Cause I love you. And I know exactly how you feel in terms of a lot of these things. It just helps to make sure. I just want you to know you're loved and appreciated, and I would never take for granted what we have. I want you to know how much we've been through is something I can't forget. It's something that I take pride in because we've been through more than most, and we made it out, still hand in hand. Thank you, kitty cat, for believing in me even when I stopped believing in myself. I won't let it happen again. I won't. And I'm sorry for all the mistakes I've made, but I won't let them haunt us. I'll protect what we have, I promise. I love you. I love you 1,000 times, and I know these times aren't easy, but I'll make them better. I swear to you, my beloved kitty cat, I swear I'll make these times much happier. Because there's nothing in this world that could ever stop me, nor the powers of love. And besides, if I made you cry, how would I go looking in the mirror and thinking, wow, that's one cool hunk? You know, I think you need to look in the mirror and say, that's one hell of a kitty cat. Well, I mean, you don't have to refer to yourself as a kitty cat, but just between you, me, and Coda, I think that that's like the most befitting for you. Just because you're cool, that you're also cute. You're mine, but you're also part of this family. And don't you go forgetting it. Or else I'll just remind you again and again. You think I'd stop? Sorry, you got the wrong Shinso if you think I'd ever stop that. Well, I guess you always were the type, kitty cat. Whenever I get too serious, you know how to take me back out of it. Oh, God, I love you so much. Thank you for taking time for me. I was worried about you, you know. I was worried that this might be stressing you out. And I don't want you to feel alone, helpless, like you have to do one thing or the other. Sometimes there isn't a right and wrong choice, and that's all I wanted to say. But right now, I have something else to say. Won't you be my Neko-Chan? I know, kitty cat. I'm only teasing, but you made a spark in my heart. It's permeated to my soul, and I won't lie, kitty cat. I want you to be mine forever. I want to be your love. I want to show you how loved you are. I want to make you feel special, and above all else, I want you to feel welcome and happy. I want you to feel safe in my arms, and I want you, period. Oh, you're my everything, Neko-Chan. And I want you to know, nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever make me love you less. Don't blame me if I go for your weak spots, though. I can't help myself sometimes. Kissing that cheek of yours, kissing those lips. Baby, I'd say you're full of them. And I love the fact that I'm able to make your heart race like you make mine. And I'll take care of you through it all. No one can stop that. No one can tell us what to do or how to do it. I'll stay with you for eternity. And I'll make sure to properly appreciate how wonderful my kitty cat is. Go Neko-Chan. My baby. You're everything to me. The most beautiful, handsome, wonderful kitty cat in the whole wide world. Bye, Neko-Chan. Just relax. You know how much I love you. And I just want to make you feel safe and happy. Please leave everything to your man. No matter what, I'll protect you. No matter what anyone says, I'll make sure you're okay, kitty cat. I love you, kitty cat. I love you so much. So much more than anything else. What I want for you is more. More of your love, more of your passion, more of you in general. Is everything alright? Tell me if it's not what you want, kitty cat. I only want you to have what you want. As long as it's what you want, that's what matters to me. I just want you to have your dreams come true, and I want to be your dream guy. The husband that makes your heart flutter every single day. And that's all I can ask for. Oh, baby. How I've always loved you. And now I'm so happy to share this moment with you, holding you in my arms, making sure that you know you're loved and appreciated, that you're so very adored. I love you so much. So much. Be mine forever, baby. Won't you? I couldn't ask for anything more than you in this world. I just want you. I've always wanted you to be happy. And here's my best attempt. Baby, I love you. My Neko-Chan. You matter more than anything. And I want you to hear these words that are meant for only your ears. Ah, my Neko-Chan. I'm glad and proud and more happy than you could ever imagine, having my kitty cat wrapped in my arms, cozy under this blankie, snuggling like this. I love you so much, kitty cat. I hope you realize you're the only reason my heart races. The only reason my heart can stay calm even when things seem bleak. I love you more than absolutely everything. And I just don't want you thinking that tomorrow morning that's gonna change somehow. No, nothing and no one can change that. What we have together is so far beyond the power of anything else in this world. Love is the strongest. And I love you so much. Baby kitty, you know, I have never in my life had such an honor in being able to feel so happy. And I admit sometimes I feel guilty, like I don't deserve you because it's you, because it's someone that's so perfect to me in every single way. I love you. I love you 1,000,000 times over, kitty cat. And I know you know that. But still, doesn't hurt to give you a reminder. If you ever want a kissing more, don't worry, 'cause I'll win for sure. Come on, kitty cat. If you're gonna put up a fight, you can try. No fair doing that. You're so perfect. So beautiful. I love you so much, kitty cat. I want everything there is, and I want to share everything I am with you. I love you so much. My kitty cat. You're happy, right? If you're ever not, please tell me. Because I would go to hell and back for the rest of my days. I would never stop going and trying to make things even better for you. Because, kitty cat, at the end of the day, there's only one person who resides in my heart the way you do. And that could only ever be you. No one's gonna replace you, kitty cat. And I just want you to know how very much I love you. There isn't anything I'd even change about you. You're my kitty cat through and through, and I'm so happy. Happiest in your arms like this. Thank you for being the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love you, kitty.